I know it's dark, but I'm gonna do this video anyway because I just did a video for yesterday, Wednesday. I didn't actually record one on Sunday like I had said I might. So I didn't record a video on Sunday. I recorded a video just now for Wednesday, and I'm doing a second one now for Thursday, which is today. The Gemara Sanhedrin 99a says something which I'm reading now about why does Mashiach need to be human. Rabbi Hill said there's an anointed one for Israel because they already used up in the days of Chizkiyahu. Rashi says, a commentator, that the Holy One Blessed Be will reign over us and redeem us himself. Rabbi Yosef said, may God forgive him. When did Chizkiyahu flourish? During the first temple. Yet Zechariah prophesied in the days of the second temple, proclaiming, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king comes to you. He's just riding up on a donkey, and upon a colt, the foal of a donkey. The Lubavitcher rebbe in sefer hasichos 5752 parsha Chaya Sara said the purpose of man's divine service is to effect the union between the godliness and its lowly tangible world. Man's mission is to perfect this tangible world by bringing spirituality and godliness into an otherwise ungodly world, accomplished through performing mitzvos with physical items, drawing the divine into our world. The ultimate realization of this will be in the coming of Mashiach, when every dimension of our worldly, tangible existence will be truly permeated by godliness, to cause a union of two diametrically opposed ideas is a tremendous challenge. The only way is orchestrated through a third party that represents both sides. God is on one side of the deal, so he can't create the union. Neither can the angels, because they have no connection to the physical or tangible. Mashiach will therefore be the human of flesh and blood who undergoes the suffering of this world, yet at the same time will possess the highest and purest soul, the ultimate candidate to bridge the two opposites. Rabbi Akiva tatz in Worldmask says the message of the Messianic King is to teach the deepest level of human striving and achievement, the ultimate purpose of human existence in its most potent form, which is the work of sacrificing the self. Which is the work of sacrificing the self, yielding the ego of service of Hashem. The Mashiach will be the most developed and exalted individual imaginable, by far the most powerful and mighty king to ever rule, and yet he will show that he himself is empty of all independent existence. All is Hashem, all dominion is his. Ein od milvado, there's nothing but him. Geulah generation is a group. They have a magazine, and they write, Mashiach is like Moshe Rabbeinu, man of God. Ish ha-Elohim, half man, half God. Moses, the neshama, the soul, is utterly united with God, and yet in a physical body in this world. This is what the Nasi Hadar, the prince of the generation, the leader of the generation, is Atmas Umahus. So he dressed himself in a body. Through him comes the life-giving energy which Hashem bestows upon our world. Atmos is like the essential self. I want to share now from dvar malchus, which is, from Avigail Levi. She goes by now Chaya Levi. She transmits the Lubavitcher rebbe's teachings, parsha savo. The completeness upon entering the land for the Jew is that she or he is the bikurim, the first fruit. The reason I'm reading this is probably because I guess the Shavuos holiday that just passed was because of what is also called Chag Bikurim, the holiday of the first fruits, because that's when the harvest would be brought, the first fruits. It could be done until the Kislev time, the Sagittarius season, Hanukkah. Anyway, the Bechor, the firstborn to Hashem, bringing one's own self to the Beis Hamikdash, the holy temple, before Hashem, as an offering, like in front of Hashem, lifnei Hashem, as an offering of oneself, who one is as a starting point for all the service and the covenant with Hashem of Torah and mitzvos, and this knowledge brings every Jew to a state of today, the full revelation and presence in the moment now. Today, Hashem, your God, commands you to do these statutes and laws with all your heart and soul. The present tense. The commandments create a state of today, hayom. This is a Jew's ability to live in a state of full presence and investor in the moment now, brought about when you pass over the Yarden River, the Jordan River, into the hand of Israel, into the land of Israel. The land is the state of completion in every Jew. So it's saying these are metaphysical states also. It's not just a physical land, it's a state of being. A Jew is always in front, or lifnei of Hashem's essence. Within him, this must permeate every aspect of his life, even in his mundane activities. A Jew must feel that every detail of his or her life is part of the bikurim for Hashem, the first fruits. This is not only when he or she is engaged in lofty matters like Torah study, but also his mundane affairs like earning his parnasa, his livelihood. The awareness of Hashem is the entry point to the land of Israel, lifting a Jew out of an egotistic, self-centered, egoistic existence, unlocking the gates of full expression from within the person, enabling him to experience and express and live with gratitude and the praises of Hashem. Each and every Jew is obligated to say the world was created for me. That level of existing. I also want to share about, there's a geulah publication, not a geulah journal, geulah generation, but there's a geulah publication that says in the University of Missouri, the researchers exposed plants to recordings of caterpillars munching on leaves, and these produced natural pesticide chemicals that the control group kept in silence. Heidi Apple, a marine ecology expert who was a part of the study, points out that when the plants were exposed to other natural environment sounds like wind, they did not respond by increasing more pesticide production. The sages of the Torah say that plants have a vegetative soul that connects the plant to its spiritual source, sustaining it. Every blade of grass is said to have its own angel telling it grow. In Chavakuk 2:11, it says a stone will cry out from the wall, and a wooden branch will answer. In taanis 11a, it says the stones and walls of a person's home will bear witness for him. The sages say that in the world to come, the stones will shout at those who trampled upon them while behaving inappropriately, and the branch will reproach those who plucked its fruits on Shabbos. Like basically breaking Shabbos, like saying, oh, I don't have enough, I have to take more fruits, even though you're supposed to prepare in advance of Shabbos so that you could rest on Shabbos. We always have the opportunity to do, even the inanimate objects are aware of everything that's going on in our houses and will reveal what they were observing all along, testifying against us or in favor of us. And we always have the opportunity to do tshuva and transform our past misdeeds into meritorious ones. When it's geulah, when it's redemption, everything will be redeemed. Even the plants, the rocks, and the walls, nothing will remain in exile. I'm going to be back. I'm just going to a place with more light. Just a moment. Okay. I'm at the beach, which you can't really see. It smells like hot dogs. Embarrassments. So if everything's going to be redeemed, let's talk about the things that I'm going to read a list as soon as I have more light. I'm going to read the list. Thanks for bearing. Thanks for waiting. Okay. The embarrassments. These are things that maybe we wouldn't want to be redeemed, but we get it out of, the way. After I'd been very emotional and bared how affected and consumed I was by passing emotions, and reacting and acting out in ways that involved others, like rage, tantrum, crying, needing attention, or to feel special. When my poop is very smelly, when I can't hold back and be a good listener, be a second or third, I have to be first, or that I was wore the same exact outfit for 2 days in a row, or with a day in between the 2 days like people saw and knew. When I reflected and realized I was talking louder, or in a way so that others outside of the conversation could hear. Anyone knowing that I've been rejected or taken advantage of, or that I didn't know something in advance that it would happen, or that I would be caught off guard, or that I was trying too hard to be relevant and in and liked and cool and smooth and on top of things, that I was immature in the past and couldn't know or do better than I did, made foolish mistakes or wasted time, that I didn't have money for something I wanted, liking someone or feeling exposed to be attracted and like they're the powerful one over me they're the wanted one, and finally being out of the loop or having secrets kept from me, feeling excluded. And we'll stop here for today. Okay, bye.